Hey everyone, it's the Phoam Ranger here with another episode of Phoam Ranger Sports. This episode is recapping a victorious home defense for the Boise State men's basketball team on this past Friday night when they defeated Colorado State by a final score of 79-73. It snapped a four-game conference losing streak, and with the Broncos to 2-4 in conference play, it dropped the Rams to 2-4 as well. It became Boise State's 10th win of the season and handed Colorado State, I believe, their 7th loss on the year. In terms of the full game, in terms of shooting, Rams were 49% on 23 of 47 overall. They were 56% for three-point range, 12 of 25, and 93% for trade strip, only missing one free throw. That was in the second half. They have 15 turnovers, 19 points off our turnovers, 26 boards, 6 offensive boards, 3 steals, and 13 assists. Broncos shot with the Rams pretty well overall, 49%, 23 of 49. The Broncos are only 40% for three-point range, but tied like a second best three-point performance, 12 of 30. Again, I think it was the second most three-pointers made in a game this season for the Broncos. And from the charity stripe, they're 78%, missed 6 free throws, 21 to 27. They had only 11 turnovers, 15 points off turnovers. They won the rebounding battle, 28 with 28 boards, so plus 2, but they had 11 offensive boards. Broncos also blocked 2 shots, had 8 steals and 12 assists. In terms of CSU's offense, their last field goal was at the expiration of the game when the clock hit zeros on a layup by Steiner to make it 73-79. The Rams only had a 1-point lead with 9:15 left in the game when it was 55-54. At that, it was either some ties or Broncos leading. Again, the 1-point lead was the Rams' largest lead of the game. The Rams' largest run was 8-0. For the Broncos, their last field goal of the game came on a Drew Fielder jumper with minute 22 left in the game, which made the score 63-72. Their last, again, it was 79-73. The final score was their last lead. The Broncos' largest lead was 12 points at 34-22 with 14:32 left in the game. Broncos' largest run was a 10-0 run. Let's check out the split box. The Rams were held to only 2 second chance points, which is the lowest amount allowed by Boise State this season. For second chance points allowed, the Broncos had 15 second chance points. The Rams had 22 points from their bench. Broncos with 16. Broncos edge out the Rams by 2 points in the points of paint battle, 20-18. The Rams early won the fast break point battle, 7-6. Whereas one time was tied. It was tied for minute 32. There were 2 late changes. Rams led for 32 seconds and the Broncos led for 37 minutes and 57 seconds. So basically all around a close to a wire-to-wire win for the Broncos again. Again, they gave up that lead and allowed 1-point lead to the Rams in the second half. But overall, a pretty dang good win against a solid Rams team. Again, 3 of their starters going in this game averaged 44+% overall and 42+% for three-point range. Secret witch on the game, number 0 Booth, only had 2 points in 16 minutes, was 1-2 from the floor, 0 from 3, had a board, an assist, and 2 fouls. Pasquarelli, number 1, 10 points on 3 of 8 shooting, 2 of 4 from beyond the arc, and 2 of 2 from charity stripe, 4 boards, 2 assists, 2 fouls, 29 minutes played. Steiner had 17 points on 6 of 11 shooting, 5 of 8 from 3-point range, 5 boards, 3 assists, 3 fouls, 3 turnovers, and 31 minutes. Before Butler had 5 points, 1 of 4 shooting, 1 of 2 from 3-point range, and 2 of 2 from charity stripe, 1 board, 1 assist, 1 foul, and 27 minutes played. Number 21, Mbemba 17 points on 6 of 7 shooting, 2 of 2 from beyond the arc, and 3 of 4 for charity stripe. He fouled out of the game. He also had 4 boards, 1 assist, 4 turnovers, and 25 minutes played. Number 3, Slater had a board in 5 minutes. Number 8, McIver had 1 turnover in 2 minutes. Number 11, Cudelas had 5 points on 2 of 4 shooting, 1 from beyond the arc, and 1 board, 1 foul, 1 turnover, 22 minutes. Number 35, Jorgensen, 3 points on 1 of 5 shooting overall, 1 of 3 from beyond the arc, 1 board, 1 assist, 1 foul in 16 minutes. And number 55, Muniz, in the game, 14 points, 3 of 6 overall, 2 of 4 from 3-point range, and 6 of 6 from charity stripe. 8 boards, 4 assists, 3 fouls, 5 turnovers in 27 minutes. Reichsteiner and Bemba tied with the team leads for the Rams in terms of shooting. In the second half, the Rams were 23 of 47 for 49% overall, 13-25 for 56% for 3. Well, sorry, I was reading out the game totals. In the second half alone, they were 13 of 26 for 50% overall, 8 of 16 for 3-point range for 50%, and 9 of 10 for charity stripe. 16 boards, 8 assists, 12 fouls, and 7 turnovers. Broncos overall, Dylan Andrews had a hell of a game. Really broke out, had a breakout game against the Rams, scoring 21 points on 5-11 shooting, so pretty dang effective. About like 47%, I'd say, overall. 4-7 from beyond the arc and 7 of 8 from charity stripe. Also had 2 assists and 1 turnover in 30 minutes played. RJ Keene definitely was a shooter this game. Had 6 points on 2 of 5 shooting from beyond the arc and 0 for 1 from the charity stripe. Had a tie for second best, 5 boards, 1 assist, 2 fouls in 20 minutes played. Andrew Meadow, 15 points on 5 of 9 shooting, 3 of 6 from beyond the arc, 2 of 4 from charity stripe. Had 4 boards, 1 assist, 3 fouls, 1 turnover, 34 minutes. Drew Fielder had 11 points on 3 7 from the floor, 1 of 3 from 3-point range, and 4 of 5 charity stripe. 8 boards, 4 assists, 4 turnovers, 25 minutes. Javen Buchanan had 10 points on 3 of 7 shooting, 2 of 5 from beyond the arc, 2 of 2 from charity stripe. Had 5 boards, 1 foul, and 25 minutes played. Again, that lower back injury or cramps did happen again, so he was limited in the second half to maybe only a couple minutes, if any at all. AJ Neto had 4 points, 1 of 2 from the floor, 2 of 2 from charity stripe, 2 assists, 1 turnover in 11 minutes. Pino Carmichael had 4 points and 2 of 5 shooting overall, over 3 for 3, 1 assist, 2 fouls, 1 turnover, 24 minutes. Dominic Perlin had a pretty nice game. Had 8 points on 2 of 3 shooting, 0 for 3 and 4 5 charity stripe. Had 3 boards, 4 fouls, 1 turnover in 15 minutes. Spencer Ahrens had an assist in 8 minutes played. Second half, the Broncos were 10 of 24 from the floor for 42%, 6 of 17 for 35% for 3 and 14-19 for 74% for charity stripe. 15 boards, 6 assists, 8 fouls, and 6 turnovers. We're getting out of our 16 assists, or 12 assists, I should say, are point guards of Dylan Andrews and AJ Neto combined for them, which is 33%. I mean, we do need our point guards to be getting more higher assist numbers, but again, if Dylan Andrews is stroking it well, we'd rather have that. And again, I think that 20 points was a career high for him in the game. Going at half was 39-30 Broncos, and the Rams won the second half by 3 points, 43-40. But the Broncos still held on to the 6-point win. Looking at the first half, Booth only had 2 points. He made his only field goal, 1 board, 1 assist, 1 foul. Pasquarelli had 3 points on made 3-pointer, missed a shot from inside the arc and an assist as well. Reichsteiner had 6 points, 2 of 3 from 3-point range, 3 boards, 2 assists, 2 fouls, 2 turnovers. Butler, 2 points, both from charity stripe. Missed both field goals, including a 3-pointer. All missed. 1 assist, 1 foul. Bemba, 9 points, 4-5 overall, 1 of them for 3-point range, 2 boards, 1 foul, 2 assists. Slater had a board. McIver had a turnover. Kudulas had 3 points, 1 of 3 overall. That shot made was a 3-pointer. Jorgensen missed both his shot attempts, also had a foul. And Muniz had 5 points, 1 of 3 shooting, 1 of 2 from beyond the arc, and 2 of 2 from charity stripe. He also had 3 boards, 2 turnovers. In the first half, the Rams were 10 of 21 for 48% overall, 6 of 9 for 3-point range for a 67% hit off for their free throws, 10 boards, 5 assists, 6 fouls, 8 turnovers. For the Broncos, Dylan Andrews had 10 points going into halftime on 3 of 5 shooting, 2 of 2 from beyond the arc, and 2 of 2 from the charity stripe, 1 assist. RJ Keene had 3 points on 1 of 2 shooting from beyond the arc, 1 board, 1 foul. Andrew Meadow had 6 points, 2 of 3 from the floor, made his 3-point attempt, and 1 of 2 from charity stripe, 3 boards, 1 foul, 1 turnover. Drew Field in the first half had 4 points on 1 of 2 shooting, 0 from 3. Hit both his free throws, 5 boards, 3 assists, 2 turnovers. Jim Buchanan, 8 points on 3 of 6 shooting, 2 of 4 from beyond the arc, and 3 boards, 1 foul. A.J. Neto missed his long field goal attempt, but he also had 2 assists in the half. Peter Carmichael, 4 points on 2 of 4 shooting, 0 for 2 from beyond the arc, and a foul. Dominic Perlin, 4 points, 1 of 2 shooting, missed his 3-pointer, and 2 of 2 from charity stripe. Overall, the Broncos shot 13 of 25 in the first half for 52%, 6 of 13 for 46% from beyond the arc, and 7 of 8 from the charity stripe for 88%. Had 13 boards, 6 assists, 4 fouls, and 5 turnovers. In the second half, Booth missed his shot, which was a 3-point attempt, and committed a foul. Pasquarelli had 7 points in the second half, 2 of 6 from the floor, 1 of 3 from beyond the arc, 2 of 2 from charity stripe, 4 boards, 1 assist, 2 fouls. Rick Steiner, 11 points on 4 of 8 shooting, 3 of 5 from beyond the arc, 2 boards, 1 assist, 1 foul, 1 turnover. Butler had 3 points on 1 of 2 shooting. There was 0 for 1 from inside the arc and 1 of 1 from outside of it, 1 board. Bemba fell down second half, committing 4 fouls. After committing 1 in the first half, had 8 points on 2 of 2 shooting, 1 of 1 from beyond the arc, and 3 of 4 from charity stripe, 2 boards, 1 assist, 2 turnovers. Slater played for 4 minutes. Kudulas had 2 points, made his field goal, 1 board, 1 foul, 1 turnover. Jorgensen, 3 points, 1 of 3 from beyond the arc, 1 board, 1 assist. Muniz had 9 points in the second half, 2 of 3 from the floor, 1 of 2 from beyond the arc, 4 of 4 for the charity stripe, 5 boards, 4 assists, 3 fouls, 3 turnovers. Already mentioned their second half totals when I did the game totals. Second half for the Broncos, Andrews had 11 points on 2 of 6 shooting, 2 of 5 from beyond the arc, and 5 of 6 from charity stripe, 1 assist, 1 turnover. RJ Keene had 3 points on 1 of 3 shooting from beyond the arc, up front from charity stripe, 4 boards, 1 assist, 1 foul. Andrew Meadow, 9 points, 3 of 6 from the floor, 2 of 5 for 3, 1 of 2 from charity stripe, 1 board, 1 assist, 2 fouls. Drew Fielder, 7 points, 2 of 5 from the floor, 1 of 2 from 3, 2 of 3 from charity stripe, 3 boards, 1 assist, 2 turnovers. John Buchanan had 2 points on. He missed his 3-pointer and perfect, made both his free throws. 2 boards in only 8 minutes played. Again, that injury started flaring up, so he spent the majority, like about 12 minutes of the rest of the game on the bench. A.J. Neto had 4 points, 1 of 1 from the floor, hit both free throws, 1 turnover. Peter Carmichael missed his lone 3-point attempt, had an assist, foul, and turnover. Dominic Perlin, 4 points, made his field goal and 2 of 3 from charity stripe, 3 boards, 4 fouls, 1 turnover. Spencer Irons had an assist in the second half, only playing 4 points. So again, a solid win for the Broncos at home over the Rams in terms of defensive stats. RJ Keene had a steal. He was plus 10. Dylan Andrews was plus 10 on the floor. Andrew Meadow was plus 10 on the floor. Drew Fielder was plus 6 on the night. Jan Buchanan was plus 4, including 4 steals. AJ Neto was minus 7, but he did also have a steal. Pina Carmichael had a block shot. He was minus 1 on the game. Dominic Perlin had a block shot. And Spencer Ahrens had 2 steals and was minus 2 on the game. For the Rams, Gary Booth, minus 5 on the game. Pasquarelli had a steal. He was minus 13 on the game. Rick Steiner was minus 6. Jace Butler had a steal, was minus 1. Rashawn Mbemba was minus 9 on the game. Darnell Slater, plus 3. Georgia McIver, minus 3. Kudelas was neutral. Kyle Jorgensen was plus 2. And Jem Muniz had a steal and he was plus 2 as well. In terms of more specialty stats, the Rams were 7-9 from layups. They had 60 possessions, scoring on 29 of those. They averaged 1.22 points per possession, scoring on 48% of their possessions, turned it over 25% of the time. Led for 32 seconds, trailed for 37 minutes, 57 seconds, and tied. Game was tied for a minute 32. For the Broncos, we got the Broncos specialty stats. The Broncos only hit half their layups, 5 of 10, something that could definitely be improved on. They also had 60 possessions, scoring on 33 of them. They averaged 1.32 points per possession, which is way better. Scoring on 55% of the time. On their possessions, turned over 18.3% of their possessions. So a real solid win for the Broncos. Again, in terms of Phoam and net rankings going into today, January 18th, a Sunday. Boise State moved to 83rd from 85th. Colorado State moved up slightly to 94th after dropping to 96th. So they did drop to a few spots, but they did move up just slightly to 94th as well. In terms of Phoam right now, Broncos moved up to 78th after being 81st. Colorado State just slightly moved to 93rd. So again, this was through today, January 18th, with some games still going, I believe. So yeah, so again, a real good win at home for the Broncos. Snapped a losing skid of 4 in a row in conference games. Broncos moved to 10-8 on the season, 2-5 in conference play, 7-3 at home. And next for the Broncos, they will host Wyoming. Well, sorry, not host. They will take on Wyoming on the road on Tuesday night. Looking more for a recap. Here's a recap for Broncosports.com. Again, the key thing is snapped the 4-game losing streak. The Broncos made their first 5 and 9 shot attempts. All time, the Broncos after this win are 19-18 against the Rams. This was Dylan Andrews' 12th career 20-point game and third of the season. Andrew Meadow eclipsed 800 career points. Right now it sits at 806. RJ Keene tied his career high with 2 made threes. Jeff Buchanan notched 4 steals in the first half, which was the career high in steals for Jeff Buchanan. And Spencer Arons also recorded career best with 2 steals in under 8 minutes of game action. As mentioned, next up they'll play Tuesday the 20th at 6:30 p.m. The game will be on the Mountain West Network and 670 KBOI AM, so a bit of a quick turnaround. Well, because again they had yesterday, today, and tomorrow to prep for it. So I mean, not as short of a turnaround, but still, yeah, it's a bit of a quick turnaround. Probably going to have to travel out to Laurentides tomorrow on the 19th for the game on the 20th. So yeah, but all in all, a really good showing offensively, defensively again. There was only like maybe 2 Rams again that were in double digits. I mean, they had like 3 or 4 guys averaging double digits, so a great job by the Bronco defense. It's timing their starting lineup. I mean, one thing they could definitely do a little better in is the point defense. Again, they allowed like a 14 threes, which was probably one of the highest amounts they've allowed so far. So that means that their next home game, balcony seats are going to be like $14. But at the end of the day, win is a win. And especially how the conference season or the conference slate started, they'll take the win any way they can get it. Bronco Nation, 6-12, and the Crowd did a heck of a good job. Again, there were just slightly under 10,000 fans in this one. Again, given some of the angst on social media about the tough stretch of losses in conference play to start out. I was thinking maybe about only 7,000, but it was nice to see almost 10,000 Bronco fans at the game on Friday night. And yeah, there were moments where the Bronco Nation really took the game over and helped the team take the game over as well. So, yep, again, up next for the Broncos, road tilt at Laurentides on Tuesday night.